Anyway, welcome to another episode of Bingu Choom and K-pop Tunes, the podcast.
The actual podcast.
Yeah, the actual podcast. So we're going to introduce ourselves just out of habit. And despite there being a video for this, oh well. I'm Choom, also known as Reina.
And I'm Bingu, also known as Lacey. And we're here with another monthly review. Can you believe it?
I can't. It's that time. I can't either. I almost thought this wasn't going to happen because I died during the month of August.
But she is reborn.
I'm reborn. I'm rebirthed. I'm ready to go. We reacted to the Boyz for August.
She's feeling good.
That music video reaction will come soon on our YouTube. So we're ready. We're ready. September's new month.
Yeah. I mean, can you believe we're already it's already
No, I don't know. I'm still in March mentally.
That's really far. I'm
mentally
I'm
still in March. I lost the whole month of August, so I'm literally
you're just distraught.
Why is it? Yeah, I'm very distraught. Why is it fall? Why are the trees changing colors? I hope so. Give me a Monster X come back, and then everything will be right with the world.
That would be so good. That would be literally perfect. I hope they're listening. Please.
I want to come back for my birthday present. Chuhan!
Y'all are just text him. I don't know why you're just saying that. Just text him.
I'm putting it into the universe. We have a... Do you remember during one of the fan calls that we discussed, there's a mental connection. We have a connection, he said.
Yeah. He feels it. He can feel it.
I'm just putting the vibes out. Making that mental connection with him. Come back for my birthday.
What was supposed to happen this month? You know what we're supposed to do this month? I think it was this month. We were supposed to be seeing DPR.
Oh. No, we're not talking about that. You're gonna make me sad. You're gonna make me sad.
Why? I'm just
because we didn't get tickets. That's why. Why are you asking why? I
literally see I see Ian's stuff on Instagram stories, and I'm like, good for you. Wow.
Yeah, must be so nice. Must be nice.
How thanks, North Carolina. I was literally North Carolina. Y'all went to North Carolina? I have never heard anybody going to North Carolina.
What the heck is even in North Carolina?
I could have gone to North Carolina. I could have drove there if I still lived in Georgia. I could have done that. I'm a hater. I'll never forgive them.
I'm a hater too.
I'm a blast your music, but
we're very salty.
I'm so why
they didn't even put Arizona on the you could have come visit me instead.
If you put North Carolina, you could have put Arizona. That's how I feel.
You could have put
What's
Phoenix.
There? Who
Monster X came to Phoenix. ITZY is coming to Phoenix. Why can't DPR come to Phoenix?
I don't know.
I'm mad.
I just saw the location.
The ticketing.
I don't know.
The ticketing too. It could have been you tried for the Georgia show for both of us, and then I tried for the Phoenix show. We could have had a plan, but no, the tickets were gone.
So thanks. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted us to send a message to them.
DPR, if you're listening, we're upset.
Hope you have a good time.
I hope you guys have fun without us.
A great time. just know it could have been better.
We could have been there screaming our heads off.
Could have been us. I could have hyped up the crowd. You weren't ready. It's okay.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well.
we could rant about this forever. That's why I'm putting a stop to it. Yeah. I'm putting a stop. I'm going to be the mature one between us.
Good.
And make it stop.
Because I'm not.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can simmer during the episode. It's fine. Just sit there.
I'm just gonna put more lip gloss on. It makes me feel better.
Are you ready for August comebacks?
I am.
Cool.
I think this was another good month.
It was.
You picked really good ones.
There was a lot that came out, and I was surprised, especially because I was sick. So I was like, "What did I miss?" But I tried. and I don't think it was just me picking good ones, more so the fact that everybody put out really good songs this month, which made me really excited. And despite my being excited, I really tried to narrow it down this month because these episodes have been going into the hour to 2 hour, and we're trying to cut back on that. We just get really excited about comebacks, and sometimes we just go on like tangents about how great the songs were. So we're really trying to cut it back.
We want to
Going
cut it
forward.
back enough, but we also don't want to feel like we're missing out on
Yeah.
anything.
And that
Or
was the
like
main
even as
thing.
a
Like,
listener, like you don't want to miss out on like
yeah. And that was the main thing with these episodes too. They were never supposed to be like a discussion of every single comeback of the month, but like people were just putting out such good songs that it ended up being like almost every single comeback. And I had a hard time just narrowing it down because it's like I don't want to talk about this person and not talk about this person. But we just have to show some self-control going forward.
yeah.
So
And we
if
also
you were
just didn't want it
listening,
we also didn't want it to be like one of those things like this was good, okay. Next
yeah.
group and song.
Yeah, next group. We wanted to be things that we discussed, and we were doing a great job at doing that, but just got to show some self control going forward now. So if you're listening or watching this, and in the months to come, as we try and reformat these and do better at not making them hour long, if we miss a comeback, it's probably not because we didn't listen to the comeback. It just, we
It
couldn't put
didn't
it in the
make the cut,
episode.
and we
Yeah, it
wanted
didn't
it to
make the
make the
cut.
cut.
And it doesn't mean that we dislike the song either. It's just we want to be able to talk about songs and like discuss them. So
Mm-hmm.
just keep that in mind for future episodes and as they get shorter. It's
I'm
not
sure a
that we
lot of
hate.
people are like,
Yeah,
okay,
they're breathing a sigh of relief. Like, thanks for telling us this. We are so
thank
tired of these long
God.
episodes. The K-pop comebacks have just been so
They've just
good.
been really good.
I
I don't
just,
know.
I couldn't help it. I'm
I'm
sorry.
telling
It's my fault.
you, it's not your fault,
It's
girl.
totally my fault. I'm the one that makes these comeback lists. It's
Yeah, but I
totally my
have every
fault.
right. I have every right to be like, no, but they're good. That's the thing. Like they're
Yeah,
just
they
good.
are good.
So
We probably knew in the back of our mind, like, no, but they're good. It was the
it
but.
was just like the
It was the
one that I'm
but.
still
We
edit. It
couldn't.
the one I was. Which one is that? 33 or something? 33, 34? Whatever one that's like over an hour and almost 2 hours. I was like, this madness has to stop.
It does. It does. It will though.
Yeah.
Um, are you
Let's
ready?
get into the
We
first
should just
one.
get into it. Okay. Well, the month started off, at least for us, with the Boyz.
Mhm.
We did a music video reaction for this. So I don't know in correlation to this podcast episode when it'll come up on the YouTube, but keep your eye out for that if you want a detailed, in
It's
depth
good.
discussion. It is good.
It's a
I
good
screamed a
reaction.
lot.
She screamed
I,
a
s-
lot.
I screamed a lot and like looked away from the screen because of Sunu. So it's good. Keep an eye out for that, especially if you want an in-depth discussion on it. But we both liked it.
Mhm.
It was a good comeback. We both liked it better than Thrill Ride as well. That was one of my
Agreed.
main points. Was it felt like a nice mix of Reveal, Thrill Ride, and Maverick eras just meshed into one with the kind of the dark and sensual undertones, but bright like concept overall. Um, so I liked that it was a mesh, but it had more dynamic to the song than Thrill Ride did. So I liked it a
Yeah,
lot better than Thrill Ride.
I agree. Like there is
I think
just different things musically about it that held my attention more. And
yeah,
visually, like
yeah,
visually,
visually and musically, there was a lot more of that. Both of our attentions it held. Um, I think our only complaint was it was pretty generic for the Boyz release.
I mean, even Thrill Alright was pretty generic though.
Yeah, but I
For
mean, like
me.
for me, in comparison to like Reveal and even Maverick, those are like songs that I'm like, this is the Boyz standard, and this just kind of felt like, oh, this is another fourth gen boy group release.
I'm standing by the meeting the quota of like the bright concept. Like you gotta do a certain amount and
Yep.
then it's fall. It's about to be fall time. And it's just gonna go right back into like the original concept and music.
True. True.
So
Maybe they'll have
yeah.
like a February release come back with, assuming all the members are healthy because they're going through some things right now. with IST Entertainment. But maybe they'll have a February comeback and they'll go back to the dark and moody. That'd be great.
That would be good.
That would be
I'm
good.
always for those. So.
I am too. Second song of the month was Monster X's sister group. Yay! I'm falling in love with them. Like since their debut, they've only had 2 comebacks, but like their debut and these 2 comebacks have been so good that I'm just like, I really like this group.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this
I
group.
was really shocked that I liked the song.
Really?
Because when it first started, it sounds like it's gonna be very typical.
That's fair.
But then when it goes into the chorus, it has the what is that? What track did they sample from?
Oh,
I have to play it because I don't
Survive?
remember.
No.
Yeah.
Was it
I
Survive?
will survive.
I Will Survive. Yeah. They sampled from that.
When they did that sample, I was like, that's what kept me here. That's what it is. Because that sample was really...
The sample was really good. They did, and I feel like they've done that with all of their comebacks. Their samples have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
But also, one thing I really like just about this song and about IVE overall is girl groups have been doing that thing. Well, not even just girl groups. Boy groups are completely guilty of this too. They've been doing that like singing chant thing in the chorus lately, and I'm just not for it. Like, I want vocals, and that was one thing with this song that really got me. On top of the sample, the chorus was just like the momentum of it. It was a chorus where they sang, and I was just like, wow, there's vocals in this song. You can tell their vocal color, you can like hear the different members and their style of singing, and it all just really like flowed together very well. And I'm just so tired of the weird chanting choruses anymore. Like, I'm done with that. I want singing, and this was singing. Like, they sung. It was a chorus. It was an actual chorus.
Seems like a trend that
It
they're
is,
getting out.
but I'm over it.
Yeah. But it seems like they're getting away from it slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Just it's the same thing with what we talked about EDMs, or just like overwhelming the ears, I think. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
K-pop's always about doing a lot of crazy dynamic stuff in songs, but it seems like it's slowly they're calming it down just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you could still be upbeat and boisterous while also like not doing a chant in the chorus, whatever. I don't know.
They just want to be able to do those fan chants when they perform and they have their crowd there. It's just like a guess. It's just
maybe.
A guess.
Maybe. This song though was good. It felt like a song. Like, to me, I was like, this is a song. It had a very obvious like flow to it. It just flowed really well. And
they were so cute.
They are so cute. The concept was really confusing at first when the teasers were dropping. I was like, I don't know what they're going for, because
I don't know what
they had I didn't, because they had like really colorful teasers where they were in like racing gear, and then they had like teasers that they were posing in hotels, and it looked like a hotel magazine photo shoot. And they had like sparkly clothing, and the concepts, not sure what was going on, but then the music video was cute. They looked great. It ended up working out, and the song was really good. I liked it.
I don't think there really was a concept with this, to be honest. I think it was just...
But the teasers made it like... at least the music video all like was cohesive. The teasers though, I was just like, what is happening? I don't know. But this was a good comeback.
It was good. I really enjoyed it. I like the whole, making the actual like video, like shots of the video, and then they zoom out and show you like how it's being done. Like that was really...
or like in some of the shots they had the camera like you obviously in the frame. And
that's not the only video that does that.
No,
and it seems like...
We've seen it.
That's like another trend.
that people are
Like it's
doing.
just that people are doing, and it's very interesting. They're like, it's always interesting to see how trends work in a music sense in comparison to like, fashion trends.
Yeah.
So I love it. I want to see
I
more of that.
yeah. I did too like as well this music video how they each had like a representative color for their
Mhm.
scenes. That
Mhm.
was just a neat little detail that
I love that
I
too.
appreciate. Yeah, I appreciated. And one of their first comeback stage, I forget what music show it was. Um the set actually each time one of the girls sang, the set changed colors to their
Oh, that
representative
makes me want to
color.
watch it.
I will send it to you because out of all of their stages for this entire comeback, I was like, this is the best stage I've ever seen. Like every time. And it took me a second to notice it. I think I was halfway through before I was like, wait, it's changing. Like I knew it was changing colors, but it clicked. I was like, oh, it's
Mhm.
changing to their representative color. So that was
That
a
is
neat
so
little
cute.
detail that I just was like, I really like this.
I really, really like the song. It's very.
It's like fun and quirky, but melodic. It just,
I have
it
a love
goes.
hate with like sampling music, and it's basically the sample. But
Yeah. They did it right though, I feel like.
I feel like I don't hate this because you don't hear samples from at least that era of music.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that is true.
so I don't hate that. Like, because at least in like it's what Prince said before he passed away. He said that it was an old interview. He was saying how, you know, during that interview, people were sampling other music, and he was talking about how it's going to be a time where people are sampling like the ones that sampled, and then by the time the people sampled the other sample that sampled the sample,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know how to describe that,
It
but
just waters it down.
there's no original sound. That's what he's
Yeah.
getting at.
And it also
So,
waters it down a lot because you're just
mhm,
taking bits from things that have been sampled multiple times.
right.
And so
So
like it
it's
loses its originality, but it
yeah.
also is just like a watered down version. But
So I
this,
would
yeah,
say that this is like a sample, original sample. But I'm
yeah,
I'm just saying like right now I think at least in hip hop and R&B that's been a topic of discussion of like the originality of some songs where there's always it's just samples after samples on top of samples. So
yeah.
there's nothing original. But I love like that what a good sample to take. Like I don't think I've even heard
Not
a
and like you
recognizable
said
sample
that
in
too.
K-pop, like something where you can immediately, well, at least our generation. I don't know about,
Tell, yeah. But
you
no,
know.
and like you brought up that you haven't heard a sample from that era, and now I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, you're right. And I think that the way they did it was really well done, but it also kind of added a modern flair to it. But
It
you
added the
can,
K-pop flair. Like
yeah,
that's
but you can
just
also tell like it's an older sample. It really just mixed really well together. I don't know how
yeah.
to like describe what I'm trying to go for, but
No, they just used it well. It
they
worked.
did.
It worked really good cuz when I tell you like the beginning, I was like this sounds like it's going to be a typical girl song, like girl group song. And it all
It wasn't.
depends on the chorus. If
It
it's not a
does.
bop, if it doesn't hold me there, you better pray for the rest.
It wasn't
But
a
I love
typical
it.
girl group though, and that's another reason that I like them is because they have that nice medium of being like mature but like young cuz some of the members are younger, like 16 I think is the
Mhm.
youngest. And they have like that nice middle ground of being like they can appeal to anybody who's listening, whether it's a younger generation or an older generation that's
Mhm.
listening to them. I think they have that nice like middle ground concept wise and sound wise.
Well, we could talk about them forever. I think it's time to move on cuz
Okay.
I
Oh,
it's going on my
are you
playlist. That's what you need to know.
Ivis? That's
Mhm.
good. Well, are you ready for the next one? It's your girl group that you've been
It's
slowly
twice. And it's Talk That Talk. And wow, when I was like, this is the name of another song from another group a long
It
time ago.
is. Yeah.
And I was like, what is this about? Is this like a part two? I don't know.
A
I'd be
part
for a
two.
part two. I don't care. But it's Twice, Talk That Talk. And I was kind of like, I was a little bit surprised just based off the concept because it's a lot more like sexy than
For them. Yeah.
for Twice. So I was very pleased on that part. Um the
Yeah, their
song is
styling was much more mature.
very mature and I
They
was like
looked
I've been
great though.
waiting for it. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for them to do this
It
cuz
had to
they
happen at some point.
yeah. I like the concept of like video game or
The
virtual
Yeah, the
world.
virtual world that they're going for.
Mhm. As for the
I
song, Twice always does I don't know what it is with their songs,
They're
but if
always
you
so
don't
catchy.
like it, you're gonna end up
It'll
liking
grow
it
on
because
you.
it's
Yeah.
catchy, like you said. I don't know what
It's
it
so
I don't
catchy.
know.
They have some sort of formula that they have been like working with over the years because their songs are always so catchy. And like you said, even if you don't like it, it ends up growing on you because you either hear it so much or it gets like stuck in your head. This was super catchy. This is like
It's so catchy. It's
not,
really good.
it is really good. It's not my favorite Twice song, that being
Mm-mm.
said, but like I still like it because it's got the Twice formula. It's got the Twice catchiness. And I do like it in the sense that it was very like easy to listen to. The beat is consistent, their vocals are consistent. Um just the entire composition of the song, it's just very like cohesive and goes together really well, and there's no like abrupt like
Mm-mm.
sounds or dynamics in the song that like take you out of it. It's just a nice,
It's
easy
very
song.
them because
It's very them.
they've never had a song that really pulls you out where the beat
Yeah.
or something just completely changes. They're
Yeah.
very they're very consistent in that sense.
And this is
And
another one going back to like what I said during IVE, where it was like nice to listen to this as a girl group song, even though I know it's Twice and this is what they do. It was
mhm,
nice to listen to it and go like, "Oh, this is a song. They're actually singing during the chorus."
mhm. I
Which I
just
mean, that's
really
typical of Twice, so it's not a surprise, but it was just nice to like
I
the
know
way
what you
that
mean. I know your pain.
the way that groups are doing that lately. Whenever I get a song where they're actually singing during the chorus and I can like hear their vocal talent, I'm like, "Oh, I appreciate this."
It really is boring when they do stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
we get it. You don't need to do that. I don't know why you're doing I don't know why
I
you're
don't
doing that.
I'm
It's a
assuming they do it because like you said during the fan chants during the concerts, it's supposed to make it fun, but
it's
like
either that or
I want a
like
song I can sing to.
it's either that or I guess TikTok, but not even that. Like no one's out here singing K-pop songs on TikTok.
That's true.
um I just really liked it. It's just another
Yep.
Twice bop and I it's
Yep.
Twice is like to me it's like FX to where they don't ever have bad
A
like
bad song.
comebacks. Like no
Bad
bad
comebacks.
comebacks. They're
Yep.
always like on top.
Yep.
And I was
And there's something for
expecting
everyone too, which is really nice. Because,
yeah,
like
like
you said,
it's I will say that
there's always going to be songs that somebody likes more immediately than others. And, like,
mhm,
yeah, all their songs end up growing on you. But I just, sound wise, they're very consistent. But at the same time, they've
they're
done a little bit.
different.
Yeah, they're different and they've done a little bit of experimentation
Mhm.
while staying true to like what the Twice sound is. And so I really like that when you listen to them, there's always a song for like everyone. There's a
I was
comeback for everyone.
literally
There's an era for everyone,
yeah, I was literally about to say like their songs sound the same but they're different.
but they're different, yeah.
And
They know what
I
their
don't
color
like
is.
I don't like comparisons, but if you compare the repetition of like their songs compared to the repetition of Blackpink songs, like I don't know what they do to make it different, but it doesn't feel tiring.
Yeah.
I
It's just it feels like you're listening to Twice. They have that distinct sound and color to them, but it's different every time. So it's like it's just
I don't know.
refreshing.
We're gonna
I
have to
don't
do it.
know
I would have to do a deep dive to
a
like
deep
listen
dive
to
between the
everyone.
two.
No,
We can.
I would want to do a deep dive of like listening to their comeback tracks and seeing what that different or hearing what that difference is,
Yeah.
because I really feel like I would be tired of Twice right now, and I'm not.
Not.
So
Yeah.
what? And that's shocking for me because
There's
I don't really like when groups constantly put out the same thing.
but they're not. They just know what their sound is, I
That's the
would say.
thing. Like that's the thing. It's the same, but it's not.
It's
And
not.
it's weird because I like it. Ew. I haven't listened to a Twice song yet where I'm just like, man, I'm really tired of them like doing the same melody or like
Sound.
beat or yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
On that
I'm just
note,
saying I love you guys.
we do love you. On that note too though, the album was really good.
It is.
I
I gotta listen to it.
I texted you and I was like, you need to listen. It's really good. I think there was maybe one song that I was like, this is too slow for me, and that was it. The rest of the
Mhm.
album, it was great.
Perfection. When did
Majority
that
of it,
drop?
August.
Because I think
When
when
did
you
it
told
drop?
me that, did Beyonce drop her album? I'm
Well,
sorry.
when I texted you and told you that, I was late catching up and like listening to it because I was like trying to catch up after being sick. So I was definitely late to listening to the album, but their whole album is really good.
What's the album name? Celebrate? Is that the name of it?
Um,
I only say that because I see 2022. It's between 1 and 2.
yes, between 1 and 2.
I got to do research, guys. I got to figure out when. Okay, August 26th.
Okay, there's 7
E.
songs on the album. All 6.
Okay.
There were 6 that went onto my playlist. So, if that tells you anything.
Okay, well, when Beyonce dropped her album, I've been like playing that
That's
album.
fair.
So it probably just
That's fair. That's
went over
fine.
my
It's
head.
Beyonce. But I
Yeah,
do recommend the
that's
whole
the only
album.
excuse. I'm gonna listen to it because I've been
Do
really into wanting like new stuff to
new
listen to.
music. I do recommend the whole album, and Gone was my favorite song on it.
What, for you to say that? And it's a girl group?
It's a girl group. I like girl groups. I
Yeah,
just
but I
usually
don't
like
think
the
you
more
listen
like,
to the whole albums though.
yeah, I do.
When was the last one? Well, okay, wait. That's valid. But you don't really talk about it like that.
I guess.
Hmm. Maybe
I don't
the
know.
boy groups just stand out to me more.
Probably, but I mean the boy groups that I listen to are very like you
That's my
know.
group.
Yeah, well, on top of like I like, for example, I really like ITZY. I've listened to
Yeah.
all of their albums. I brought concert tickets for their Phoenix show in October, so I'm going to go see them at the end of October in Phoenix. I didn't get
Hmm.
like the highest tier tickets. But I like ITZY. G Idol is one of my favorites. Exit obviously, who are having a comeback this month. Yay. Their 10th anniversary.
Wow,
I like
10?
Twice. Yeah, 10. I like Twice. I don't listen to them as consistently as like the other 3 girl groups that I just mentioned, but I like Twice. Um IVE, which that's not a really fair comparison because they only have 3 single albums with 2 songs on each of the
I hate it when
albums.
y'all do that. I really hate it when
And
y'all do that.
I'm like, why? Hyungwon even said
Why
that
would you do that?
Hyungwon even said that he like produced a song for them, and I'm like, you
I hate
didn't
when y'all
give
do
it
that. Just know when you
really?
do that, we don't like that.
No,
I
we
want to
hate it.
love a song and click the album and be like, here's the album. That's not, no,
Yeah,
that's not what
nope.
happens. But
Okay,
I'll give it
well,
a
those
listen.
are
I'll
some
have
girl
to,
groups. Yeah, and listen to the album. That Twice album was really good.
okay.
Um,
Next.
next is 6.
Why'd y'all
4,
spell it like that?
5, 8.
Have
Why
they been
not?
out?
They've been,
Yeah.
yeah. They're not an older group. They're a 4th generation group, but they've been out for a while. I don't remember when they debuted.
Okay.
I liked this song. This is actually one of my favorite songs of August.
Really?
Along with, yeah. I would say that IVE, Twice, and Six are my 3 favorite songs from
Hmm.
August, to be honest. So we just did all 3 of them in a row. And I only say that because this song was really dynamic, and as you know, I like dynamic songs. I like songs where there's something that keeps my attention. And I think just listening to this, the balance between the composition of um how it was softer and then how it goes into the bass and was
Hmm.
kind of edgy. I think those melodies really balanced out really well. And then the song itself has a lot of portions where it has empty space, I would say, but it utilizes the empty space very well. Like there's still something kind of going on where you can hear a detail in it. So just overall, I think the song was put together really well and I liked
Hmm.
it. There was just a lot going on that not a lot where it was overwhelming though, but there was a lot going on in finer details to the
Hmm.
fact to the point where it wasn't bombarding you and you're like there's too much happening here. It was something for me where I was like, oh, I need to listen to this a second or a third time because I'm hearing something new. Or I'd play it in my car and I'd be like, whoa, I didn't hear this with headphones on. This is totally different. So it's one of my favorite songs of the month.
It's not the Boyz?
No, just
Okay.
because I liked one of the B-sides better on the Boyz.
It was a trick question. So.
It was a trick question. Oh, well, like I said, I've Twice and Six, I think, are my top 3 for the song on the list that we have.
Okay. This was another song where I when it started, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. Just based how this
It's going.
started. And this song was just okay for me. I really like the parts that aren't calm. Like the less ballady aspects
Yeah,
of the song I like more. Um and it's really good. I just honestly felt like the rap at the end was just thrown in there and I don't think I appreciated that.
that's fair.
Like that was like it just felt thrown in there and I just kind of
They're like, oh, we forgot we have a rapper in this group.
and I feel like this is a good example of what we talk about with
Yeah.
some K-pop songs where it's like they literally forget. And I do feel like they forgot with this, which I feel like you could have integrated him somewhere else in the song.
It was
Um
I liked the rap just because of the way he delivered it, but I
mhm.
will say it was very, very weird to have it towards the end that late
Yeah,
in the
that
song.
was
It was
weird.
the placement of it in the song was
That's what
very
I
odd.
felt.
But his delivery of it, I thought was really good and fit with, the whole vibe that they have going on.
I'm not saying like he can't rap and it
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
good.
no, I understand that. I understand that.
I just felt
I
like
just
I'm
meant,
glad you felt that way too because I was like, why did y'all put
yeah,
it
it was very late in the
there?
song. It was
I've
very, very
never
late.
heard a rap this
That
late
late.
in the song. So put him earlier in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Um
It was
in
very
the,
late. I will agree.
even with the beat that happens with his rap portion, I just didn't like that.
See, I liked it because I thought it went with his delivery really well,
It went with his delivery.
but maybe not with the song
I don't think
cohesively.
that went it with the song. I don't think that
Okay,
went with the song. Like if
okay.
that's just how I feel about it. Do better with him. Like
Yeah, no, definitely.
do better with
I
him.
That I actually it would have been so cool if that portion like, I know you said it doesn't go into the song, like, well, but it would have been so cool if that beat and that portion and his rap were, like, either longer or, like, their own track. Or, like, a separate track with
Yeah. If it
all
was
of
a
the
separate
members
track, I'd be okay
with
with that.
all of the members, but with, like, that beat and that sound. Because
Yeah.
that was I did like that portion of the song. I just don't like that it was, like, 2 minutes and 30
Yeah.
seconds into the song, and the song's only, like, 3 minutes long.
And I also didn't like it because there was already a lot of things musically happening with the pacing of the song and the beats that were happening, like the ballad and then the up tempo. Like that was already a lot.
A lot.
And then you introduce something different for that
And it
long.
was, yeah.
And then it just went
See, I
away.
liked it. I thought all of those,
But
like,
you like stuff like that. That's the
I know,
thing
but I
though.
mean, for me, for this personally, which with all of the things that were going on and the empty space in the song that they kind of had, empty space, as that's the only way I can kind of explain it. I didn't think it, like, yes, I like that in a song, but I also don't think it was, like, a lot to take in. It didn't feel like I was being bombarded with all of these different sounds and things. And maybe it's just because overall, like, sound level wise, it's a lot more of a mid tempo. Maybe that's what it has to do with, but I didn't feel like it was too much. And there are songs that I like when they do these things that I'm still like, holy cow, this is really loud, this is a lot. So maybe it has to do more with the fact that it felt more of, like, mid tempo volume level wise.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I liked it though. But
But
see,
I'm just saying,
this
like, generally, I just don't think I like I just don't like when
songs do
songs
that.
do
No, that's
that.
fair.
And if they
This
do
is a
that, the only reason why I like it when they do it is because, once that switch happens, it they end up mixing together. Like both of them mix together
yeah.
going forward. So that's what
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't know.
This is a great example though of differing opinions and being nice about the differing opinions to those listeners and viewers that are
Yeah.
tuning in.
Is this number so this is like number 1 for your like
I don't know
monthly
if it's number
listens.
1, but, like, it's in the 3. Like, the 3 are bundled together. I
I feel
like
that.
I like
Okay.
6. 6 has come back. I like Twice has come back, and I like um I've.
Ooh. Okay.
I almost forgot. I was like, who is it? And
Yeah,
these were 3 of my
and
faves.
I've
Although later on in the list, in like 2 songs, we do get to a group that I most recently came into that we've talked about before, so they're up
all
there too.
right.
So maybe
Let's
there's 4.
go.
Well,
Let's
we
go
have
into the
to
next one.
go. The next one is Kino from Pentagon with Pose.
This is when I texted you like I wish we reacted to I wish we could see the future, but not really. So I was like,
And
we
know
gotta react to this one.
which ones.
Cause
Yeah, this music video was hot.
yeah. And it
It
was
was
shot the shots this is like a good like artsy video
mhm.
where I feel like a lot was enough was happening. Like it was
And
just
yeah,
enough. And when you
and
this is
it's
another
one of those
example of the shots when the camera crew knows what they're doing, it works.
doing, yeah.
It works really
And it
well.
was like one of those music videos too where like there's nothing outstanding about it. Like there's not a plot or anything, but it was just so well shot and there was enough going on. There was enough like style changes that it just was very like pleasant to watch. It was a very good music video.
It was
Very
so
well
good.
edited.
And maybe
And he's
I just
super
like
sexy.
things more spicy, but I wish the white
Yeah.
dresses were shorter. I wish they didn't look like it was giving church. It was
Church
giving
vibe.
Sunday church service. And I gotta put this dress on. But it was good.
It
This
was
was
really
really
good.
nice.
The whisper portions of the song too, and
When
like
he
the
whispered in
sh-
her ear, I was like, "Oh."
yeah, and he did that like twice, I think, once or twice. But
Mhm.
then also the shots of like his neck, I was like, wow, you have a
Mhm.
nice side profile. You were like
The rose gold or blush suit, velvet suit
suit,
or whatever that
yes,
is with the V cut.
yeah, yeah.
You did that.
He
Absolutely.
did. I liked the choreography too. It was like perfect
It was
for
all
this
good.
song. It was all great. Musically though, I don't know if this is actually a like solo debut, or if he's had single things put out before. But musically, I really like that this is still like it's Kino, but it's also Pentagon. It reminded me of a lot of Pentagon songs, and it sounded very
Mm.
Pentagon. So it was very interesting to like listen to it and be like, it's his individual style, but it's also like he's a Pentagon member.
I
Um,
love the song.
I love the
This is
song. Like
this is
the
another song where it's
emotion,
going on my playlist. Like it's good.
the emotion in his voice, the like delivery of the kind of rap portions, and just how laid back it was. It was just so smooth. I don't know. It was just so good.
It was a
His
good
vocals,
like
his vocals are so good, and his delivery and emotion in the song was just so good.
mhm. The
I
girls
loved
killed
this.
it. He killed
He
it.
did. He killed it. That blush suit. Oh,
Just
oh,
like and even the shot with them outside. Wow. And
yeah.
I love it when these music videos put the title of the song in big letters in an open space.
On the yeah,
Like, do that. It's so good. I can't describe why it's good, but
but it just looks nice.
it looks really nice when you guys do that. But I love the song.
I love this song too. It was I wasn't sure going into it, to be completely honest, just because it sounded like it was going to start a lot slower, and like every time somebody from a group goes solo, it's like they have to do a ballad, and I was like, "Please no." But then it started to pick up
Yeah,
and like gain some momentum, and I was like, I'm sold. This is it. This is great.
this
But
is
I
so
also
good.
and it had that Pentagon flair to it still too. It reminded me of their album that they put out in January, I think. So I
Mhm.
was like, this is great. I feel like I'm listening to a story of Pentagon and their solo members.
You did that, Kino.
He did.
You did
He did
great.
it great. He did it well. I'm so proud. Thank you. Do more of it. I want more.
Honestly. It's like for some reason, maybe it's the simplicity of it in like the way it's just shot, but it
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of Taemin's videos or
Okay.
even just how they dress him. It's not too, I don't know what it is about this that reminds me of Taemin, but I think it's just because of the dance scenes and just how they dress him.
Yeah.
It's like they let the dancing speak for itself or like the scene speak for itself.
Yeah.
But I don't like comparing. I don't think artists really like that's nice, but they also want to be like their original selves, but it's
Yeah.
like a compliment. I don't know what it is. Maybe I want more of this. Do
I
more of
agree.
this.
I agree.
So,
Cool. Next song on the list of the month is DKB. Who?
with 24/7.
24/7. Um this is probably one of the ones. This is so like the other three songs are grouped up there in the top, and then this one is like right underneath it because it's its own thing. I in comparison to their last song Sober, which was like an instantaneous like wow, I like
Completely
this.
different.
So completely
Completely
different.
different.
But I love this song so much because it gives me really old school R&B
I knew you were going to say
vibes.
that.
It was just like, wow, throwback. I feel so nostalgic listening to the song. It was so good. And like Brave Entertainment and Brave Brothers, this is what they're known for. And so as soon as it started playing, I was just like, I love this for completely different reasons than I love Sober. Like I love Sober for certain reasons, but I love this for different reasons as well. But mostly it just
Yeah,
evokes like a nostalgia for like an old sound. And it's not even like really old school R&B. This reminds me of like first debuted Big Bang.
I agree. No, this is very
Like
nostalgic. The song itself, it's not like of this music era that's happening.
yeah, no. Not
Um,
at all.
because even
And
while
that's why
like
I like it. It's different.
yeah, while watching it, I was like, I had to look them up again. I was like, these are the people that did
Yeah, these are the people that were
this.
drinking gasoline.
And I played it. I played a little bit of it because I don't like that song, and I was like, they did this. And they made this song.
They did. And like this kind of is what they debuted with too. Like the sound, because it's Bray Brothers. But at the same time, I feel like this was a little bit more on the mature side.
No, for
And
sure.
it was just like, this is the sound that they debuted with. Yes, like they were supposed to be an R&B like hip hop group, but this is just like so much more mature, and I don't know, it was just perfect. I really love this song. As much as I
Very
love Sober
nostalgic.
for different
Very nostalgic.
reasons, they
Mm-hmm.
each have their own like little place in my heart where I'm like, this is great. But yeah, the nostalgia and the simplicity of the music video too, and the shots, like the parts of the music video where they were dancing in the white in that room,
You
that
always
like
gotta have a
grand
shot
room.
like that. You gotta do it.
They looked so good and so princely. I was like, whoa.
I really
I
like
like,
them in the cage. That
yeah, the
red
cage
cage.
with the dark suits. The contrast in the
Yeah,
music video was
that was
really
nice.
nice. It was very nice. I The song was just very pleasant. I don't know what else to say except that it's nostalgic. Kind of reminds me of like old K-pop, like
No, even
2000
with the
2006 K-pop.
even with the way it was shot, like this is very.
All
It
of it is
really,
very
it's all of it nostalgic.
all of it. Yeah.
Don't know what was at the end there
I
of
don't
the
know
music
either.
video.
I kept waiting,
So
and like
weird.
August is over. I was waiting for them to like release another track
Could
or
be
something. Or
like
I don't know if
get
they're
ready for
leading into their
those dark concepts. Like
I
we're
don't know if
ready.
they're leading into like the next comeback or if this was like something else. I don't
I would
know.
hope
But
so.
the ending was very
Like
very
what is
strange. I'm ready for a dark
happening?
concept from them though.
It looks
And
like they're about
I don't mean
to.
like moody, because some of their older music videos are like dark in the sense that they're kind of like moody. I'm ready for like whatever this was. That ending was like dark, like
I feel
horror
like they're
ish.
gonna deliver us the dark.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Because the way that
I'm
ended,
ready.
I was like,
I'm ready to stand this group. Like I'm ever
you already
since
are.
Sober. Well, I don't know all their names, so not quite.
I
But I
can
really
feel
like
it.
them. She's like, I know it's coming.
You already like two of their tracks. You're stuck. You're in there.
I already like two of their tracks, and I already know what member is my favorite.
That's how it all starts.
One of the members kind of looks very similar to Sunu from the Boyz. And
Hmm.
every time I see him visually, I'm just like, you're so pretty. And then
Is
he's a
that the one you
vocalist.
stan?
I do.
You have a type. Next.
I have a type! No, my type is rappers, but he's not a
But
rapper.
you
He's
can
a
see,
vocalist.
like, at least, we'll see. Like,
Well,
you like it.
visually, okay, I do have a type. They have very distinct, like, facial features, I guess is a good way to say it.
Mm.
Like, I would say Juhan with his lips and his dimples.
Juhan is like fit thick. And I can't, that's the only way I can, in the best way. In the best way. In the best way. Like, if I was speaking out into the universe of like how I would want someone to look physically for me,
That would be it. He
I
would
think
be
it
it.
would be his. It would be him.
He looks good.
Wonho's too fit. He's too fit. I'd feel like obligated to be that fit as well, and I don't want that. I just need a good amount, and he's that. So good for him. For good for you being you. Next,
Okay, well, next song on the comeback list was Keys Gasoline.
and this was another
Um,
one we reacted to.
yep. So look out, because like I said, don't know in relation to this episode when it'll drop, but look out for that music video reaction. Um, we both liked the music video. The song wasn't very for us.
No,
Was the general gist of it.
you're gonna hear how
Definite.
much I don't like horns in that episode.
You definitely listen to the episode though for like a detailed discussion. But overall, we liked the comeback. It was a great comeback from Key. Great song for August. Just sadly, the song itself didn't stand out to us, so the song's not for us. But music video, nothing but compliments for that music video.
Hmm. And I'm
It
gonna
was
listen
great.
to the album as well. Like,
Yeah,
Of course, you gotta support the OGs. Like, support them. He looked amazing.
Definitely. He did
But
look
he
amazing.
always
And his
looks.
confidence was very like you could just feel it through the screen in that music video. It was great.
Mm. So I guess
Anything
we're
else to add?
gonna. He always looks good.
He does
That's what I
always.
wanted to add.
Okay, well, next comeback for the month of August was Moonbyul and Solar from Mamamoo and their song Better.
I am so
I
mixed on whether I like this song or not.
I liked it. It's not something that I would like seek out multiple times, but I do think it like wrapped up summer really well. It felt like that like end of summer, cusp of autumn song,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just really like nice and easy to listen to. Instrumentally, I don't think it stood out very much. Like there wasn't a whole lot going on in the song, but it showcased their vocals really well. So I think that like it's just one of those things where it's a give and take. Like you have to choose your battles, and they went with showcasing their vocals more, and I can appreciate that.
I think I really like it because it's so simple. I don't know what
Yeah,
it is because I feel like if it was just like anyone else I was singing to this beat, I don't think it would hold my attention
yeah.
as much
They
as it
have very
has.
distinct voices though, and I think
Mhm.
that helps with it too.
Mhm. But I didn't hate it. Like I was listening to like while I was watching it, I was like, "Do I don't hate this, but this doesn't sound like something I would also like
Listen
like if it
to
was
a lot.
playing on a shuffle, I would let it play."
Yeah, same. This is definitely one of those songs where it's like if it's playing, I'll just let it go. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
skip it, but it's not something that I'm like, I wanna go listen
I
to this
really want to
song.
listen to the song. Yeah. So it was good. I was really pleased with it. I love I don't know who color coded the video. I like it.
The color scheme was so great.
It was good.
It
It's
was like
very much
really great.
it tells you why you feel like it's easing into fall
Yeah.
because of that too.
It's just had that hue. Kind of like
Mhm.
not quite vintage, but kind of like there ish.
Mhm.
Um I liked how simple the music video was too. They were just driving around, enjoying themselves, picked up a hitchhiker,
They
went on
picked
an
up Big
adventure.
Naughty. I've
Yeah, they
never
did.
heard of
I
Big
haven't either.
Naughty.
His rap was really nice though.
It was good. It was nice. I don't know why y'all dumped his stuff out. I kind of felt like that
Yeah,
was
and then, like, threw it on the
rude.
ground.
That was
That was
rude.
just mean.
That was rude. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me.
That was
Um,
mean.
and why'd you guys take off your jackets at the end? Was that your jackets that you threw out the car? What was that about?
Just
What
getting
was
rid
that
of our
about?
clothes.
Are you are you topless in the car? Like after that? That's what I thought. That's why at the end of that, I was like, what's happening? So it was just a simple this was a simple music video,
It
simple
was.
vocals, simple melody, and that's it.
That was it. But sometimes simple is nice, and I think this is a
Mhm.
song where the simple worked.
Worked. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
agree.
worked really well, and their vocals were really great for the beat and the tune of the song.
Mhm.
Okay,
That's all I have to say.
anything else? That's all I have to say. Next
Mm-mm.
is
It's
Wonho,
Wonho with Don't
our
Hesitate.
favorite guy. And this was a universe release. It's his first universe release as well. And I thought it
Mhm.
was very nostalgic of like older Monster X songs while I was
Mm.
listening. And so I thought it was really a really good universe release. But it reminded me of like older Monster X songs. So I was like, especially the chorus. It had that EDM like dance vibe to it.
Mhm. I feel like that's very Wonho though. He's always done stuff
Yeah,
like that.
but like this specifically, I was like, this sounds like 2019 Monster X to me. And I don't want to compare him
Mm.
because I know he's a soloist now, and some people are a solo stan for Wonho. But it like listening as soon as it got to the chorus, I was just like, this sounds like 2019 Monster X that I'm listening to with Wonho's vocals in it. So
I
I
just
thought
feel
it
like
was
Wonho has his formula now where
yeah, no, this was definitely him. There was
Right.
something about this in comparison to his other solo work that gave
Mm.
me like a Monsta X feel, 2019, 2018 Monsta X feel, specifically in the chorus. The rest of it was just like Wonho,
That's
if that makes
interesting
sense.
you say that because I would like to see the like understand that more. This just reminds me of his other tracks that he's like released like this. He always has that break into it all, and
Yeah,
it's just very Wonho. I don't know
it
what else
was
to
very
say.
Wonho. It was very good. I like how it was very
Artistic,
artistic,
or
but
is like,
also consistent too. Like sound wise, it was like his vocals
it's his.
themselves stayed consistent through the
Hmm.
whole song, which it was just very,
Yeah,
it made the song flow very well. The song had a very nice flow. But yeah, the
I like the
artistic,
break towards the end, or like towards the middle of it,
yeah,
where they break the beat down. That's really nice.
yeah.
Out of his releases, I don't
Mm,
think this is one of my favorites, and maybe it's just because of the tempo of it. I'm not really into right now. Like I'm into all of it. I'm into a lot of his songs, but I'm just not like feeling this type of song currently. Or like
yeah.
I'm sure I'll feel it some like next month or something when I'm really into
Well,
that.
that's what it felt like, a nice, like, this was another song, just like the Mamamoo song, that felt like that cusp of,
Hmm.
it was upbeat for summer, but it was kind of like tempo wise slowing it down for the more autumn themed songs. So it was one of those songs that I think fell on the cusp. I liked it just because the tempo was so consistent that it's a very easy song for me to put in the background and just listen to in that way. So I liked it for that. But then styling, he was just very pretty to look at.
Yeah, I didn't like that blazer though with the
Which
all
one?
black outfit. I don't know
Oh,
what it was about. He just looked too stiff with that blazer on.
on. I liked the yellow suit. I don't know who
Me
could pull off
too.
a yellow suit like that, but
And
he
I
did
think
it.
and I liked it because it also had like the V cut. For some
Yeah,
reason that all black with that long blazer just wasn't working. Like
yeah.
they should have just take it off and just let him dance with the all black
The
outfit.
all
But
black.
mhm. It was a very like artistic video, and I think that part was what stood out to me most for Wonho was that this seemed like a concept that was more modern and like
Yeah,
clean.
yeah.
Very just very artistic and some like symbolizing things. Everybody had those ski masks on,
I know
and
that was a little weird.
I saw it and I was like, I can't remember the designer that does that. I don't know if it's an artist or like a fashion designer that
Time.
did that. I can't remember them, but
That was the only part where it fit in artistically, but that was the only part with the ski mask where I was like,
what is
hmm,
this?
yeah, what is
And
this? What is
then
going on?
y'all don't have no like captions on here, so I can only listen to the English part. Listen to it, but I want to know what else he's like.
The
What
saying.
I wanted to know what he was saying just based off that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
the
I never
answer.
watched the music videos with the English lyrics, so or the
Really?
subtitles. Yeah, I never watch them.
I
If I
do.
like the
Helps me
song enough
understand it
and I'm
more.
curious, then I go and I like look up the English lyrics. Oh, I just had a fuzzy float by.
This is the one
um,
where I wanted to know because I
what was
didn't.
happening?
Mm.
That's fair. Universe doesn't do
Don't
it though,
hesitate about
unfortunately.
what? What are
Yeah.
we not? What?
What are we not
Tell
hesitating?
us the answer.
um, Universe releases though. I think it's kind of unfair how good they are
I
for
don't.
something that
I think it's
was.
fun. That's
It
fun.
is, but for something that started as, like, everybody thought it was gonna be a joke of, like, a universe release, like, every once in a while sorta thing, like, nobody thought it was gonna be this consistent, but I think it's
I
unfair
say,
how
oh,
good these songs are.
well, if it's just like one of those things where it's just an occasional release from random
Everybody
artists.
thought but it's becoming more consistent. Like everybody thought it was going to be an occasional, like maybe once or twice sort of thing, like a promotional thing. That's what everybody thought it was going to be. And now it's like the Boyz have 3 songs out on Universe, I think. Monster X have 2 songs out on Universe.
I
It's
think that's just a
becoming like a
good
thing.
I think that's just such a good way of having a
It is.
a
My
business
complaint,
model, but expanding about on it in a way where my my only thing is I wish that it was on their channel, but I get
yeah,
why it's on their
I know.
channel because they gotta make
My
money.
complaint with it is, and why I think it's unfair that the songs and universe releases are so good, is they don't promote the songs. Like it's not an actual comeback. I would have loved
Mm,
to see a stage for Monster X's Kiss or Death. That is
mm.
like one of the most top tier Monster X songs, and it's a freaking universe app release.
It's all about the business,
Why?
girl. It's all about the
Ugh. I would
business.
have loved to see stages though, and Juhan, there were like chains and gloves and leather,
They were
and
just
like
like,
Juhan
how
and
how
Shonu had their sleeves rolled up.
yeah. I mean, that's just business. They can't
I don't like
allow
specific.
I mean, it makes sense to me
No,
because
no, it does make sense. I'm
if they
just,
do that, then they're gonna profit. They're not gonna profit from that. So they gotta have ways
I
to.
know,
They have to be limiting like that.
I know.
You just have to rewatch it and imagine, Photoshop it.
I'm not that talented. I know. It's
I
just
feel like
a
you are.
complaint.
I feel like you've worked in Photoshop enough to like. I feel like
And
that you
not be able to do something like that. Heck no. Heck no. Okay, moving on though. Another girl group towards the end of the month. Billy, Ring My Bell.
could. For a second, I was hyped for this one too. I was like, ring my bell, ring
Did you
my
like
bell.
it? I wasn't sure if you would.
Mm,
Yeah, that's why
I don't think it was.
it's not the ring your bell that you were expecting.
It's I like rock music, but I think I like something on the edge of like that screamo, like something more dirty. I think
You like
that's what
Screamo?
not like that, but like on the I don't know how else to describe it. This just seemed very typical rock song to me. So that's why it
Yeah.
didn't
See, but
hold
that's
my
why I liked it.
attention.
I don't like the Screamo. I like alternative kind of rock. And
Kind
this
of
felt
like Gorilla,
very,
like
oh,
Gorilla and
Gorilla's
the
not
rock
really rock.
music. But I'm trying to like think of sounds that are of that. I like Dreamcatcher. That's like very
Yeah,
but
I guess.
middle school me, I don't think middle school me would like this. Middle school me was like
No,
in the Fallout Boy.
that's
Well,
fair. I did like, this just isn't the type of rock that you like, which I get. And there's a lot of different types of rock, but
that's what it is.
this did feel very alternative to me. So I liked it.
Mm,
But I think one of the things that I really appreciated about it is the fact that they didn't really like experiment like we see with a lot of groups doing lately with the rock. It was like, no, we're gonna
this
do
is
a
rock.
rock. Yeah, we're gonna do a rock song and we're gonna make it rock, and that's the concept we're going for. So I could appreciate that overall. Um, I wouldn't say that I 100% like this song, but I will say that it is so freaking catchy that sometimes it just pops into my head randomly. I haven't even listened. Like, and I don't even stand Billy at all. Like, they're brand new. They're not my favorite group. I like them enough that I go and listen to their songs when they come out, but I've never listened to like any other B-side stuff. But this song just like pops into my head randomly and I'm like, where did this come from? It's a
I
very
can see
catchy.
that.
It's a very catchy song.
Watching it and like listening to it, I was like, I see why you put it on the list because I agree in the sense of they committed to just
What
rock.
they were doing. They
And that's
committed to their
what
concept, and so that's what I appreciated, and that's why I put it on the list because it was different.
and I like
And
that
the
too. It's just not girl, it's just not my rock.
yeah,
Um
that's totally fine.
and that's fine. I did
That's totally fine. I liked their
I just really
overall.
like they committed to it and they
I
really
like
just
yeah.
did even with the range of their vocals, they just did really well with it. I have
Yeah.
no idea what was happening towards the end there. They were like in the air. There was a
Yeah,
cat.
flying. The cat. The cat
Um,
was so random.
I thought I missed something
No.
with the cat, but I
No.
didn't.
I don't know where that cat came from.
I don't know
And the
why y'all said,
flying.
okay, you guys are gonna act like you're flying. So lay on this table. It's green. We're gonna CG you guys in. Why would y'all do that?
And the flying.
That was
The
so
fly
corny.
the flying scene is so awkward too, because it's not even, like, zoomed out, it's, like, this
Like
close to the screen.
what happened? Did y'all die? Like what's going on? That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, did what's happening? And I'm not gonna figure it out. It was
It's
when they did that. It was when they were in the air and I was like, it's done.
Yeah, no, that's when it lost me too, music video-wise. I was like, "This doesn't make sense anymore," and I can't make sense of it, and I don't understand it.
And you gotta
But
let it go.
I just have to let it go. Um, Overall feel-wise, though, I did kinda like that it gave off, like, that bratty, trashy teen rock grunge
Oh
attitude.
yeah. It was giving middle school. I'm
Yeah.
a rock girl in my justice plaid jean skirt with the chain. That's what yes.
I thought that styling was, like, really great. I
Mhm.
I appreciated it, I liked it.
I appreciated it too. Like middle school me, I think she would have like been really into that. Like, oh, those outfits are so cool. I wish I could wear those.
You're
My mom would
right.
never. My mom would
The
never.
school would never I would get a dress code violation.
For sure, with the tights and the big T,
Yep.
immediately to the principal's office. Like, get out of here. Call your parents. Get those sweatpants. That's it.
God. Yep. Yep. I liked overall though that this was different comeback wise. I like that they committed to what they were doing, the rock-esque
Me
thing.
too.
It wasn't an experiment and it wasn't like one of those things where it was rock, but then they have a clear like different portion of the song just in order to make a choreography for a girl group for it. I just I liked that they were like 100% like this is what we're
Mhm.
doing. And
Mhm.
it was different overall, especially for like a girl group. And I like that girl groups are doing this more, but I like that they were all for it. Like they went all in with it. And so that's why it made the list because it was just different and
Yeah.
the song is stupid catchy. It just pops into my head and I'm like,
Ring
"Why?"
my bell.
Yeah, like,
It's
I'll
that
wake up
part's
in the
gonna
morning
get
and I'm
stuck
brushing
in
my
my
teeth,
head.
and it's like, all of a
Well, don't
sudden,
pass
it
that
just
to me.
it just all of a sudden pops in, though, and I'm like, "Why am I starting my morning at 7 a.m. with this? Like, where did this come from?"
Don't pass that to me.
Okay, ready
So,
for the last song of the month?
yeah, the last one is PH1's Mr. Bad. And while the music video isn't like it's nothing special, honestly. I still wanted to put this on here because it's rap and I just want us to
And
start integrating more rap in it, especially
well,
when I catch on to that. Like the
yeah,
fact that I caught on to this track.
I try to, like, I think it was July? Was it no. June or July, I put someone in that was like a rapper R&B artist, and I'm trying, but like I didn't even know PH1 had to come back.
That's what I'm saying. I was listening to I try to listen to Spotify's like this is like the current tracks like releases and I do it for K-pop and I do it for the Korean hip hop and I do it for the Korean R&B. But
Yeah.
first of all, that playlist was not accurate cuz I saw Dynamic Duos albums from like years ago on that
Oh
playlist
my
and that didn't make
gosh.
sense to me. Did not make sense to me when this is supposed to be a current like hits. Current hits. Why it's
Maybe it's trending in Korea right now.
I well, that's valid. That's valid. The
That
point is that I
maybe.
caught this that when it
Yeah.
released and
Yeah.
this has been on my repeat.
Nice.
Like
It's a
I
very
love this song.
it's a very easy song to listen to. I like the
Mhm.
delivery of his rap. It doesn't. feel like he's trying too hard.
Mm-mm.
So, like, I liked this song, and I don't have a whole lot to say for it just because you told me about the comeback the day of this recording, and so I had no idea he had a comeback. So I haven't really like formulated a full opinion, but I can say it's very easy to listen to. I really like it. Makes good background noise too. Like I could put this on and have it play while I'm working. But
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, the delivery of his rap, it was done very
It's
well,
it's really good.
and it wasn't like he wasn't try harding. And I hate when rappers try hard,
I don't
especially
think
Korean rappers.
I don't think PH1
No
has
offense.
ever been
No, he
like
hasn't, but
that.
it was just one of those things where like I feel like a lot of the rappers lately, it feels like those sounds, which is why I was really appreciative when Zico had his comeback, because I was like, "Oh,
It's
this is
more
refreshing."
it's hip hop, but it's more like a fusion of R&B too. So that's what
Yeah,
makes it really flow well. And at least with Mr. Bad, this is a song for me where
the lyrics are
I
really
have
nice.
to repeat it because I'm like, why is it done? Because
Yeah.
it's like it feels like
Why did it
right when you
end?
get into it, it's done. The song's over. And I just love his sound because he just released something. We're not in August anymore, but he just released something else. And he just has a sound where it's like, it's just chill, but he
Sure.
delivers.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and I will say, like, in reference to this music video, just how it looks visually, a lot of hip hop artists or even R&B artists are really into this hazy yellow esque theme that I wanted to point out that I see very common, not just in Korean hip hop, but just like musically in general.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. I will say, just watching this, I don't know. I just wish there was like a connection with K-pop directors, art directors to hip hop and R&B so they could be even more creative with their videos.
Yeah.
Cuz watching this I just felt like there was a lot of missed opportunities to just be very creative with
Yeah.
the video. And Zico's was like really good too, but even then I just feel like rap artists should be, I want them to reach a level creatively where it's like out of the box. Like K-pop is flashy and like in your face and bright, and I want something that defines Korean hip hop in videos, something like that too, where like they're
Yeah.
defined in a way where it's just not like this is very typical. Like there's a reason why we don't really talk about the videos because
There's not
majority of the
much.
time they're like
Yeah.
this, and most of the time I don't think hip hop artists even want to focus on the visuals anyway. Like it's all about the music. But that's art, that's debatable because you have people like Dynamic Duo where when they do releases, their videos are like creative.
Yeah.
Um
Something
so I
different.
want that creativity in other artists. So I feel like you could do a lot with that. And I feel like you could end up appreciating like music and what they do more for some of it. Uh, like I said, I'm still getting into stuff, especially with like Korean and hip hop. Like that's a
Mhm.
whole other thing I gotta like restart with like who's coming out and like who is even like relevant in these
Yeah.
times. But PH1, you did that. And you were one of the ones where I was so mad when I clicked go to album and it was just this. I was so mad. But hopefully he released something now cuz I am playing it. This song has no business being as good as it is. Like this is amazing.
It was really good.
I'm
Like
glad
I
you
said,
liked it.
don't have a whole lot of an opinion on it just because I just listened to it today. Whereas like the other songs that we've talked about, I've had time to like simmer with the songs and think about what I think of
Mm.
it in more detail. But I'm just really pleased listening wise with the delivery of his rap. it was very easy to listen to, and I did like it.
And Jay Park commented on the video. He put
Did
some
he?
fire. Yeah, he put like fire emojis or something on it.
Oh my god, he's so lame.
I think he said something too. Well, now I gotta figure out what he said. It was just like pinned comment. Oh
Jay
yeah,
Park.
it really was just a bunch of. I think he said "whoa," fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. It was
Whoa.
pinned.
Yeah, it's whoa. I had to like look at it and be like, oh, like sound it
No,
out in my head.
I've been like training for those characters like that. I've been training all my life to differentiate
I
those.
I just sometimes will stare at it and I like have to sound it out in my head, and I'm like,
Oh, I do that too.
this is
Like,
what
is it?
it is.
It's like it's under, and then it's over. That's what helps me. So I was prepared. He said, "Whoa."
He said, "Whoa, I know." Okay, well, that was it for August.
Good
Let us know.
month.
Yeah, it was a good month. Very good month. There were a lot of good songs this month.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what you guys thought of the songs that we discussed. Let us know if you think that we missed any that we should have discussed, or if you think there were songs that you just want to make sure that we listened to because they were that good and they didn't make it into the episode. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
No? Well, we're going into September, we're going into autumn, so I guess we'll see how things take a turn.
Can't wait for darker concepts.
We're getting to that time of the year where there's either ballads or darker concepts, so we'll have to see what happens.
I'm just saying, it's really sounding like I'm gonna like more songs. I think I started liking more songs because everyone's transitioning. That's just how I feel. Into the fall.
Into the fall, yeah. We like those darker concepts. That's fair. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a review of the episode. And we will see you next time, whether it be for a music video reaction or another podcast episode.
You'll just have to wait and see.
You'll just have to wait and see and find out what we're going to talk about.
All right.
Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.
Bye.